Hello, beautiful viewers. You are specially welcome to this great program, Global Gospel Moment, proudly sponsored by Rapid Global Music Shift. I am yours one and only AUTAN ZAKI Allah Sarkin Waka. With me is Gimbia Jummai Saidu. And guess who we have in the house today? Is a multi-talented, creative, philanthropic humanitarian who God has been using to spot talent and promote young ones in our society, especially in northern Nigeria and even beyond. We are here together with this great icon, Mrs. Nana. She will tell us more about her when we are back from the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We still have in the house our special guest for this great program, the Global Gospel Moment, Mrs. Nana Bonava. You are welcome.
Mrs. Nana, as we came into the premises, I saw a lot of wonderful, beautiful things. I would like you to elaborate to the viewers what you're into.
Okay. So, I do a lot of things because being a creative person, I'm so interested in a lot of different things. And what I've tried to do in life is to ensure that anything I'm interested in, I put my hands into and try and see how it works out for me. So you came in, you saw a lot of plants. I garden.
Beautiful.
So I love gardening. It's a hobby, and so I've made it a part-time business as well. So I head a branch of the business known as Innovative View Gardens, and ensure that we keep our landscape beautiful. Make sure that we keep the grounds neat so that other people can come and use the premises for various activities. Beyond that, we also sell plants outside, do landscaping outside, so that's for the garden. Besides that, I also handle events with Creative Innovations. That's the name of the company that handles events. And we do various events, whether dinners or luncheons, family activities, children's parties, adult parties. We do all of that. Creative Innovations does that. Besides that, Creative Innovations also branches off into the Notes Cafe. So we actually do food. We do sliders, things that are easy for various activities and events. So people order things and we make them, yes, and we send it to them, or when they come here for either back up any artist or just sort of find opportunities to get them out there. Because one of the things we found out is that a lot of these children in these slum areas, they were either stealing, into drugs, prostitution, doing all types of things. A lot of them might be dropouts, and so what we also do as part of that is for now, but we're looking to get more sponsors to help us to reach out to more, so that we can bring more of them into that pool, get them off the streets and get them doing something productive. Then we also have the Abuja National Music Competition, which we
sponsor.
Yes. The Abuja National Music Competition is a competition for schools.
Okay.
So it's a competition that we're trying to encourage music in our schools, because we know at a time in Nigeria, music just went down the drain. Yes, nobody even cared to know what was happening there. And we think it's also one of the things that will help promote our children in terms of even levels of intelligence.
Yeah.
Because research shows that people who actually learn an instrument, play an instrument, are a lot smarter in school. So it helps with their grades. And so we feel that music would also help in our society if we bring it back into schools and encourage schools to take it seriously, just like how we take all the other things seriously, sports, football, and the rest. So this competition holds once a year, and we send out invitations to different schools, and we charge them just a minimum fee to come in, because obviously it's a very expensive thing to hold. And we have 5 categories. We have ensemble, solo instrumentation, solo voice, choir senior, and choir junior. So choir senior is like secondary school, choir junior is like primary school.
This is awesome. As I said earlier, she's multi-talented, and from what she said, you can confirm that she's indeed versatile. But I have a question to ask. With all these things you mentioned, I know you are a talent spotter. You have been promoting the young ones to utilize their talents. Please tell us what inspires you.
I think I sat down and looked at the way Nigeria is going. As a nation, we keep saying the youth are our future. The youth are our future. But what are we really doing to help the youth to be our future? A lot of times, the kind of things that we see in society that we do not like, the things we see either in government that we say we do not like, they actually hinge on the fact that background and upbringing is what has affected these people. For me, I sat down and looked at it. Whether we like it or not, my own children will grow up. Just because my children have been privileged and have everything, when they grow up, they're going to be in the same society with all these other people. So if you think you're protecting your own children by giving them the best education, the best of everything, and not taking care of these other ones that are watching your children, all you're doing is exposing your children to either be killed by some of these people in the future, or to be robbed by them, or to be attacked by them. So if I help them, and I'm able to help these ones, and I keep telling them that my helping is for you to also help others in your community. So even if others in your community do not have all this, whatever you learn here, teach them. Teach them, show them what is right, what is wrong. And I make sure that my own children also interact with them regularly, so that my children learn that this life you're living is privileged. Other people do not have that exposure, and they too can learn from the children because they ask them to do things.
Wow, this is beautiful. Viewers, we've been together and enjoying this great conversation with the president of our music school and a great humanitarian and a philanthropist, Mrs. Nana Olaha. Please stay tuned right back after the break. Thank you. Welcome back, our beautiful viewers. Indeed, that was awesome. You are doing great, and I believe many of our people are encouraged by what you're doing. But kindly tell us, how do you manage all this and what are your challenges?
How do I manage? I would just say probably the grace of God.
Wow.
The grace of God, because for you to do anything, I think for you to actually you're taking the children and there's something you're getting from it. Beyond that, it's amazing that whenever we want to do something, we run around and go to people and places that we think can support what we're doing. So obviously for me, I would run to churches or ministries that I feel would be supportive of what we're doing, because I think, oh, we're all Christians, so we want to make society a better place. And sadly, I think I've only got support from one Christian group, you know, in all these years. So some of the challenges we face are the fact that we don't have enough finances to do all the things that we want to do. That's one. Even just transporting them to come and go. So those are some of the things that we face. So we really do need transportation. We also need finances. Whenever we have any sort of performance anywhere, we have to make sure that we clothe the children. Obviously, we don't want everybody to know that this is where they're coming from, so they should look like this. We all know where they're coming from and what they will have, and they can't afford that. So we ensure that we have like choir rooms, we have different outfits that we need for them, so that everybody looks uniform. So whether you're from a low-income slum or you're one of my children, you should all dress the same way, so that we can't see the difference. Those I think are the major challenges. Finances is definitely a big major challenge for all the different things that I do. Yes.
All right. This is amazing. I enjoy what you said, especially the statement you made that God is faithful.
Say no, but then I tell myself, look, God put it in you for a purpose, so you need to go out there and do it. And so I think for me, some of the things that give me the most joy and satisfaction is when I see the outcome of what I've been able to assist others with. Okay, the other time, I think it was a couple of months back, there was a program that we were asked to come in and do with the kids. So I took them, it was on a Sunday, so we had to organize it, and they all showed up here. Then we organized transportation and we went there, and we featured on the program. There was somebody on a radio station, and it was, I sat there and I was actually amazed at what I heard from them, because the presenter now asked them, okay, that can they say a few things, and went round like the children. And honestly, some things I even forgot I had done, came up. I saw somebody there was talking about how, if not for how I supported and how we assisted them at the time, their family would have been put out of their home. That it wasn't just her, even her parents, that her family would have been put out of home because I actually helped them. I spoke to somebody and got somebody to also support, and they were able to pay for a place, and they were able to live there. Then beyond that, she would not have been able to write her exams, to even write the exams and still be in school because I was still doing that. And I actually forgot that I was actually doing that. There was a particular Christmas, they made me cry because when they finished opening all their presents and everything, then they now came and everybody came around me. They just went and said they want to sing for me. And they were singing in Hausa, and they were just thinking about this kind of mother who can give her to us. She has done so much for us. God will bless you. In fact, they made me cry because I didn't expect it, and they were like, I've done so much for them. I won't understand that I've impacted them both physically, spiritually, and even just in the way I live and the way I talk to them and the way I try to support what they're doing and the advice I give them. As a professional, outside all of this, I'm actually a business consultant as well. So, and I give career talks to youths outside. And so I try to bring that in when I'm talking to them to find out what do you want to do, what can you do, how do you want to help yourselves, encourage them. And so it's amazing when you see where they are today, from where they're coming from. And for me, that gives me so much joy. I see those that have turned around, those that would have gone into prostitution that have changed, and they're making something of their lives. They've gone back to school. I see, and when they write their exams, they come and give me their results, so that I see that they're actually doing very, very well.
Wow, viewers, this is amazing, amazingly amazing. We'll hear more from her. But to be frank, I'm also moved, challenged, motivated to do better. Because what she's doing, I'm telling you, there are many churches that can do that. I believe you all are enjoying this program. But before we go, please, ma'am, what message do you have for our viewers? They are listening.
I have a personal mantra as an individual. I believe God put me on this earth to be a positive influence to the lives of those around me. And where I fail to be the positive influence to those around me, then I should no longer be on this earth. Because that means I failed in the purpose for which God brought me onto this earth. And I feel that for me, that is what all of us should take away. How am I impacting the lives of those around me positively?
This is marvelous.
So inspiring.
This is so inspiring indeed. So, viewers, we are glad to enjoy this great moment together with you. And I believe you all are blessed, encouraged, and motivated to do better. Thank you for watching. Keep watching Global Gospel